Hello, my name is Dimitri. Today I'm going to show you a brief hands-on demonstration of a Windows desktop software called Global Office Find and Replace. This software allows you to perform multiple find and replace operations across multiple Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and text documents located on your computer in one easy operation. You'll be able to perform these operations without having to open individual documents one at a time. Before I proceed with the demo, allow me to say a few words about why this is such a useful piece of software. I would like you to think about it in two slightly different ways. The first way is, let's say you need to change a letter A to a letter B in 100 documents. It's very time consuming to do it if you do it manually. In other words, you'd have to go in, open every document, make the change, save it, close it, open the next one, etc. This software will allow you to enter the change in one place and apply it to 100 documents in one shot. This will save you a lot of time. The other way of thinking about it is the other way around. Let's say you have just a few documents, but you have lots of changes that you need to make. With one document, certainly it's tedious, but you could do it. But even with two or three, it becomes just impossible. And this is where this software can save you an enormous amount of time. In this demonstration, we're going to only look at the basic functionality, but the software has many different dimensions to it. And so what we do is we invite you to go to our website and watch the other videos there about all these different topics, but briefly let me go over them. So of course the first thing we'll talk about is the text find and replace operations, and I'll show you that a little bit later on in this video. We're talking about images find and replace operations. Our software will allow you to perform images find replace across multiple documents. Let's say you need to change a company logo in multiple Word documents, we'll help you do that, or PowerPoint presentations or what have you. We work with Excel data connection strings. So let's say you have a bunch of Excel documents that point to a database on some server, and that database moved from one server to another, and you need to update the data connection strings in Excel. We'll help you do that very quickly and easily. We perform font find replace operations. We perform metadata operations. So this is really a very particular strength of our software. Metadata is data that Microsoft stores inside of your documents. Sometimes you don't even know what it's doing. And it stores information about the company, the user who created the document, the date modified, date created, etc. We help you maintain that data in one place. You can erase that data if you wish. You can also update it if you want. So let's say you need to send your documents outside of your computer to a different organization. You may want to change the company name or change the author's name to hide the exact identity of the person who created the document. We can also convert to PDF. So if you have a bunch of documents on your computer and they need to be converted to PDF, you can do this in one easy operation using our software. This software works with Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and Office 365, as well as plain text documents such as text or CSV. Note that Microsoft Office does not need to be installed for this software to work. Only this software needs to be installed. Works with Office 2003 or earlier, works with 2007, 2010, 2013, 2016 Microsoft Office and up. We are future-proof. We will continue to work with any future releases of Microsoft Office. We can process thousands of files and apply multiple changes in one quick operation very efficiently. You can definitely try before you buy. You can download a trial version from www.officefindreplace.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us. We love to engage with anyone who would like to talk to us about software. Our email address is exisllc@gmail.com. So a quick recap of the use cases for the Global Office Find and Replace software. You can use a GOFR optional Excel template to load all changes with your templated form documents such as invoices, POs, brochures, etc. to perform multiple find and replace operations over and over again. You can use it with compliance documents, quality management updates such as ISO 9001, etc. You can use it in legal, doctor, medical, architect, engineer, back office document scenarios. You can replace company logos in multiple documents. You can protect your privacy by replacing metadata that travels with Word, PowerPoint, and Excel, such as author name, company, etc. You can use it in publishing to fix spelling errors that exist in multiple documents. You can fix broken data connection strings in your Excel documents. You can update form fields in Word. And you can also see our website for more information on all these use cases and watch other training videos that are there. Okay, now let's get started with the demo of this software. Now let me demonstrate to you how this software works. I'm going to assume that you went to our website, downloaded the software, and installed it on your computer. Once you install it and run it, you will see the following main screen. Let me go over a couple of things that appear here. So first of all, every step of the way we have help. You'll see the question mark, and if you hover over it, the background will turn red. If you click on it, you will see our help documentation. We have documentation on every little detail and aspect of this software available. You can read it, and you should be able to get everything you need about the software from here. If you get stuck, if you have a question and you can't answer it, something doesn't make sense, you can click on Questions and Support button in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. A little helpful window will come up. You can type in your email and your questions, send it to us, and we will reply very quickly. We usually resolve all problems within 2 hours. It is very rare that we go beyond that. I think that all of our problems are usually resolved in 24 hours or less. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the Activate button. Right now I've downloaded it and I don't have a key, so I'll need to activate it at some point. That's the Activate button in the bottom right-hand screen. The Activate screen is very simple. This is a key that you purchase from our website and enter it into the serial number here. There's also a little gears icon in the upper right-hand corner. If you click on that, that's our message center. There's a bunch of things here. There's some advanced settings, which I invite you to read in the help documentation. There's a message center that tells you about some of the messages that the system has, and you can see the version of the software that you're currently running. The software itself is organized in 4 different steps. You cannot proceed to the next step without doing something in the currently available step. So I'm at step 1, and I need to select which documents that I'm going to work with. I've prepared an example using 3 different types of Office documents. I have a PowerPoint brochure, I have a Word invoice, and I have an Excel invoice with tax calculations. Let's take a quick look. So let me open the brochure first, and you can see that this is a standard Microsoft template for PowerPoint brochure. It has a image for where your logo would go, has a company identifier, etc. I also have a Word document that I've prepared for you. It's also a standard Microsoft fare. It has again, the same image for the logo. It has company name, etc., where you would have to make the substitutions for your particular company. I have an Excel document that says service invoice with tax calculations. It's also a standard Microsoft Excel template. It looks a little bit like this. It has a company name where you would have to modify it for your appropriate use case. We're going to work with these 3 documents at the same time, so this is very important. We're going to update all 3 of them in one shot. So the first thing I'm going to do in our software is to select the types of documents that I want to work with. So in our case, we have an Excel document, we have a Word document, and we have a PowerPoint document. The next thing I need to do is I need to tell the program where my documents are located, and there are a couple of different ways of doing that. First, you can simply click on the Add Folders button and select the folder where they are. Let's do that now. When you click Add Folders, a Windows Explorer window will open, and you can navigate to the folder where your files are located and simply click OK. Once that happens, the program will look through that folder, search for all the different Office types that you selected in step 1, and tell you how many there are. Another thing you can do is simply drag and drop from the Windows Explorer the folder that you wish to work with. You may find this to be the most useful way of doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and drag the demo folder into step 2. You'll notice that it'll turn blue, meaning that the file you're dragging into it is acceptable to the program, and simply let go. The program will recalculate, select the folder, and show you how many files there are of the type you selected in step 1. In step 2, there is also a button to review the selected files for operation. If I click on it, you'll see a screen which will have all the different Office documents located in the folder that you selected. You can deselect some or select some others for your operation. This way you can fine-tune the documents you're using. This is extremely useful. We're going to leave this alone for the time being. So next, I'm going to work on creating some text substitutions that I'm going to perform on all 3 of my documents. I'm going to go ahead and click on the Text Substitutions button in Step 3. Step 3 contains all the different operations that you can do on the documents at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Text Substitutions. This is our text substitution screen. There is a separate video that explains how this screen works in general, but it's very, very simple. I'm just going to add a few substitutions to it for our particular use case. There's a separate video on our website which you can go through and watch in detail how this screen operates. Notice that you can make substitutions in different parts of documents. We've set the defaults so that you don't need to change them in general for your initial use case. So I'm going to go ahead and type that I'm going to find the word your, and I'm going to leave this blank. I'm going to replace it with blank. Then I'm going to click on add another substitution, and I'm going to say replace the word company with the word Exis LLC. That's our company name. After that, I'm simply going to go ahead and click validate, save, and close. And notice that our text substitution background button turned green. That means it gives you a visual clue to say that I have some text substitutions that I am making. Now, let's make another change in these documents. Let's change the company logo. I'm going to go ahead and click on Replace and Extract Images button. A screen will come up that will show me all the images located in my documents. This is the logo. Notice that it says it's in 2 documents. You can review that by clicking on the logo, and it'll show you that that image appears in invoice and brochure. Basically what that means is that Microsoft used the same image in both the PowerPoint and the Word document that template it created. These other images are from the PowerPoint brochure. We're going to leave those alone. We're going to replace the your logo here with our logo that we're going to use. I'm going to go ahead and click on the Replace with Image button. Navigate to the folder where the image is located that I want to replace the logo with. In this case, I'm going to replace it with our logo. I'm going to click Open. And notice the background turns blue, and that's our logo that we're going to be replacing the other Your Company logo with. I'm going to click Save and Close here. Next thing I'm going to do is select the directory where I want to put the output files from my operation. In other words, I'm going to apply the substitutions and copy the files into a new directory. To do that, in step 4, you simply click on Select Destination Folder for Results. I'm going to select the output directory that I've created specifically for this example and click OK. Notice the output directory is set here, and it tells you where the log files are going to be placed. That's the directory on my computer. Also, note that you can overwrite the originals, but we really strongly recommend that you have a backup of all your files before you do that. Now, I have a button available to me called Perform Substitutions or Extractions. It will pulsate, letting you know that you are ready to perform all of your substitutions. In our case, it's texts and the company logo. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. Let's see what happens. So the program will give you some messages about its operation, and it's completed. it'll give you two more buttons at this point. You can see the log file of the results of everything that's happened. It'll give you a very nice log. We will take a look at that in a second. And it'll give you a button to open the result folder. That's the folder you selected in step 4 to output your files to. Let's take a look at the log file first. The log file will tell you all the files that it worked with, where they came from and where they went. So they went from demo to output. It'll tell you that I was trying to replace one image in 2 documents, and I was replacing the word your and the word company. And the text to replace also appears here. I have to scroll it to the left a little bit so you can see it. And there you go. You'll see that I was replacing the word company with the word Exis LLC. It'll also tell me the number of changes that I made to text and the number of replaced images. Now I'm going to see what the results are. Finally, we're at the end of the demo. So I'm going to click on Open the Result folder. And so in the result folder, as I expected, I have 3 documents that were updated. Let's take a look at them one at a time. Let's start with the Word document. So if I open the Word document, you should be able to see that first of all, the word company is gone because I replaced it with blank. I'm sorry, the word your was replaced with blank, so there's nothing there. I replaced the word company with Exis LLC, there it is. And you can also note that I replaced the logo with my company logo in the upper left-hand corner. Next, I'm going to take a look at the PowerPoint brochure. And you can see that, again, the logo was replaced properly with my logo. And you can see that the word your was replaced with blank. We took it out. And the word company was replaced with Exis LLC. So now I see that I have Exis LLC brochure, which is what I wanted. Let's take a look at Excel as well. And I went ahead and replaced the word your with blank again. And you'll see that you have Exis LLC name and Exis LLC slogan. Of course, I didn't go all the way. I did fine-tune this to better suit this particular invoice, but you get the idea. I have made checks payable to Exis LLC. Let me stress again that this could have been done with hundreds of Word documents, hundreds of Excel documents, and hundreds of PowerPoint documents. I just used one of each as an example, but I could have performed this operation on hundreds of documents very quickly. Thank you for watching my demonstration. I hope you see how useful program Global Office Find and Replace can be for replacing many different aspects of Microsoft Office documents. You can download the software from www.officefindreplace.com, and you can email us with any questions you might have to exisllc@gmail.com. Thank you for watching.